we're gonna get real today and talk about some things with breast cancer that you may not have even heard of, considered. You probably haven't heard anybody else talk about it, but it comes up every day in my boutique, and I want to talk about it because I don't like when people are surprised. Hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and I am not a doctor or a nurse, but I've been doing this a really long time. And today we're going to talk about a full mastectomy, so the full removal of a breast. And that, tissue from under your collarbone to under your second rib and under your arm, it's all breast tissue. And when people have a mastectomy, the full removal of their breast, they don't always end up with just a flat chest wall. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't, but it's a flat chest wall sometimes. Sometimes they have a little bit of puckering or flesh left over, and sometimes it's the opposite. They are concave and it kind of dips in. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the part where it dips in. Now, when somebody has a chest wall that is left concave and dips in, it usually starts higher, like right under the collarbone. So if you think about your breast mound being here, so they take this off, but for medical reasons, they've had to take more tissue away, more breast tissue higher up. And that leaves a dip, a little concave piece up here. And it's very common, but nobody expects it. And because it's so high up, it's above the bra line. Like my bra line is here, but it would be here where the dip is. And people aren't expecting that. And often, if you haven't had a mastectomy and you look down at yourself, and let's say you're wearing a lower cut top, you would look down and you would see your breast tissue and you would see your bra. Okay. But when you have a mastectomy, especially one that leaves you concave, it sits a little bit differently. On the outside, it looks perfectly 100% spot on to everybody. They can't tell the difference. But when you're looking down on yourself, you will see the bra, the breast prosthesis, and then your body. And that is really messing with a lot of people's minds. Like, it's really disconcerting because they don't expect to see that. And if you have a surgery that has left you concave, you're going to, when you look down, see more of the breast prosthesis, because the bra is not going to come flush with your skin always. So why is that? Well, let's say this is my size breast prosthesis and I have a flat chest wall. Okay, great, no problem. But if I have a concave chest wall, I'm not going to wear this size breast prosthesis. I'm probably going to have to go up 1, 2, or 3 sizes to build up the size of my breast. This is confusing, I'm sorry, but if I have flat chest wall, I just put this on top, fine. But because somebody has a concave chest wall, you have to get a bigger breast prosthesis because now it has to fill the hole and look even with your other breast. Does that make sense? And as a result, when you look down at yourself, you're going to see a lot of breast prosthesis. And for some people, that is a very uncomfortable visual because they think, well, if I can see it, everybody can see it, which is not true. Only you can see it because everyone else is looking at you. Nobody else is looking down your shirt. And if they are, they should be buying you dinner. But what can we do about that? Well, certain bras are going to hug your chest wall better than others, but there's also these types of bras, which have this built-in lacy bit here, and it comes higher up on the chest. And people love this because you are now not able to look down and see your breast prosthesis. You can bend over and nobody's going to see your breast prosthesis. This is a really good solution. And even if you've never had surgery, this is an awesome bra. I have several of these because I just don't want people looking down my shirt. But if you are somebody who has that situation where your breast prosthesis is filling that hole, you're going to look down and see a lot of breast prosthesis and then your bra. So for instance, I'm just going to show you here on myself, give you a quick demonstration. Here is my bra, it's flesh tone, and you can see my skin right here, right? My bra is against my skin. But if I had a breast prosthesis in there filling that space, and it had to be a bigger breast prosthesis than normal to fill that space, but make me look even on the outside, in between my bra and my body, my chest wall, I would see a breast prosthesis looking down. So it would be 3 layers. Instead of just a bra and flesh, it would be a bra, breast prosthesis, and flesh. And that is hard for some people to wrap their heads around, because they think, well, at least when I get my breast prosthesis, it'll look the same as always. But it doesn't look the same as always, because you're not the same as always. It is something different when you look down. So there are solutions. These are great options. They come in a few different styles, but it's something nobody talks about. And because that dip comes up higher, it's a real challenge for a lot of people, because it comes above the bra line, and sometimes it comes above your shirt line. So let me know about challenges you've encountered after breast cancer that nobody's talking about. Why aren't they talking about it? I don't know, but let me know in the comments down below. Maybe we can tackle some of those together and find solutions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment down below, and we'll see you soon.